It is a rainy day here in Kyoto. We are on our way to do a kimono renting. So we'll see how that works out in the rain. We were hoping for better weather, but good thing is that we have a private tour. Um, they can do Taka Taxi. We found him on online or on Instagram. So we don't have to worry about any buses or trying to commute publicly at least today. So that's the positive thing in this is that we'll be riding in a private car with Taka showing us around Kyoto. We have a few places that we want to hit up. Some of the more key touristy places that would be a bit more of a commute from our Airbnb. But now we don't have to worry about that and just hop in the car and go to the next one. So we'll see how this ends up working out. Hopefully the weather clears up somewhat. But if not, we got an umbrella and we'll just make the most of it.
Shout out to Sakura kimono rental in Kyoto. That's where we were donned these beautiful kimonos and we were able to rent them overnight, so we didn't have to pop back by the store at a certain time before they closed. Amazing customer service. We were both of me in or out, and she did my hair, by the way. In and out, maybe an hour at most. I thought it was going to take at least 2 hours if you're doing hair.
A full hour.
It wasn't even.
They were finished with us before you left.
Yeah, so shout out to them. We'll be returning the kimonos tomorrow morning. We went to Nijo Castle, and that was the first place we stopped. And like, I figured he was just gonna walk us around, be like, "Ooh, here, picture, take a picture here." No, he walked us through every room in Nijo Castle, was able to tell us what type of room it is, what happened in those rooms. He was able to give us the insight on the samurai age.
Shogun.
How long has this been here then for?
So 421 years.
Wow.
And of course they have refurbished the surface. So, and the Tokugawa's emblem is like a 3 leaves, what do we call the polyhop leaf, putting together. I'll show you later.
Things we didn't know, and it was a good thing we watched Shogun, the show, before we went, because then everything made sense that he was talking about. But he was a legit like tour guide. Like, he was giving us information upon information.
And depending on where you are inside the castle building, the angle of the garden you see is different. Okay?
This here.
So the first room or second rooms that you saw, from there you could see only this part of the garden. And the farther inside you are allowed to go, you could see the other side of the garden. So they not only changed the paintings in those rooms, they also changed the coordination of the garden and based on kind of who you are, because you are into like deeper in this castle because if you are more trusted or if you are more important to the shogun.
So you would have a better view?
Exactly. Different treatment.
So who specifically will probably get this view?
Well, there are like 3 categories of people to them. The least trusted one was the one who changed the side to Tokugawa's side after a key battle they fought against the enemy. So they switched the sides.
Oh, okay.
But they came to be Tokugawa's team. So
Okay.
they are the least trusted.
Yeah.
Okay. The second trusted one was those families who supported Tokugawa from the beginning, but they are not related. But I mean, they are not relatives of Tokugawa.
Yeah,
The most trusted ones are the relatives of Tokugawa.
makes sense.
So there are like 3 categories of people.
Plus, he was also like good at jokes too. Like
Yeah,
doing
he was
the.
really funny.
So like on our way to the Golden Zen Temple, we were talking as far as like alcohol because I was asking him some questions about sake and Japanese whiskey. He started asking us what kind of alcohol that we drink or anything like that or anything, and you made mention as to Long Island iced tea being my kryptonite. That usually, you know, I can only take so many before it gets dangerous. And he brought that back when he went to go ahead to the Golden Temple. He told us the story as to how it was burnt down. And we asked him why. What happened was burnt down and had to get rebuilt again. And he said that a monk had burned it down. And we didn't. I asked him, it was just like what happened? What? And he was like, that's a good question. Good question. Maybe he had one too many Long Island iced teas. And that was just, he brought it back to us. So he was very entertaining, which, by the way, he was just really, I guess, like mentally not right.
A young monk of this temple set fire
Oh, it's okay.
occasionally. Maybe he had too much Long Island.
Wow.
No, he was found mentally imbalanced. This is admission ticket, but this is a good luck charm itself. Okay, so what's written here is that this character means gold in Japanese. Golden pavilion. The urn of Buddha's ash protects you.
Okay.
Kai-un shofuku means opening your luck, and happiness is granted. Family safety. Kyoto Northern Mountain Roku-on Zen Temple. This is the formal name of this temple. Inside this temple, they have Golden Pavilion. That's why the nickname of this temple is Golden Temple, but officially it's Roku-on Zenji. This Roku-on is the place where the Gautama Siddhartha, Indian monk who started Buddhism, preached in front of the people for the first time. And the shogun for whom this villa was built took the name of that place for his posthumous name. Posthumous name is like a Buddhist name.
Okay.
That all Buddhists get, especially after you pass away. So you get a name to go to Buddhist Nirvana. So yeah, so that's what it means.
Okay.
So obviously inside this Golden Pavilion they have the urn of Buddha's ash, and which is this. On the third level of this Golden Pavilion, they have the urn of Buddha's ash.
Okay.
In order for one building to be a temple, Buddhist temple, you need to have something divine.
Okay.
In this case, this urn is the most valuable divinity for them. Okay. And on the second level and first level, they have also Buddha statues. So basically, this entire complex was made for him, the shogun, and he was a devout Buddhist. So he left a will. After I pass away, this place has to be managed by the Buddhist temple. That's why now it stands as a temple. But it was originally designed to be a villa,
Okay.
like a complex of like different buildings, including his house. So he spent last 11 years of his life here on this ground.
Okay.
Yeah. And we're talking about 14th century,
Yeah.
over 600 years ago.
Wow.
Yeah. So after he died, they planted here, and they kept training it to be a ship shape. I'm not sure if it looks like a ship to you, but they intended. So if that story is true, it's supposed to be over 600 years old.
Wow.
It's like a sailing boat. Kind of.
I can see it. I can see what they were going for.
And they say this sailing boat is facing this way because the garden itself was designed to be nirvana. At the same time, it's directing to the west.
Okay.
West is in Buddhism, or Japanese Buddhism, and Chinese Buddhism too. West is the direction of nirvana.
Okay.
So here, thanks to those gardeners who keep pruning those pine trees, the Golden Temple looks like as if it's floating on green cloud,
It does.
right?
Yeah.
Okay. And this was made. This one is the third generation of the original, so it's not from the 14th century, but it was built around in the middle of 19th century, so it should be more than 100 years old. And original one was built for a visit of one emperor. And this tea ceremony house is a very interesting structure because normally you don't have this extra space kind of sticking out of the gorge, because this space was made for viewing the sunset. Now they have these windows closed, but when you open it, it looks like this.
Okay.
Yeah. So
That's gorgeous.
you see the Golden Temple and the backdrop mountain, and that's where the sun sets.
That.
Yeah. And that's why they named this house as a house of beautiful sunset.
Makes sense.
And then you can see the tea ceremony space is quite small,
Yeah.
about 4.5 tatami mats. So, but tea ceremony house is normally made intentionally small
Okay.
because the guests and the host are supposed to have more like intimate communication time. At the same time, smaller room makes you more humble, and by making you humble, you can be bigger by being harmonious with the environment. Does it make sense?
Yes.
Okay. Because you can become more one with the outside of yourself. So that's very important philosophical part of tea ceremony.
Okay.
The harmony with the environment, harmony with the universe. This is related to the Zen Buddhism as well. By the way, this mountain to your right is Arashiyama,
Okay.
Stormy Mountain. Okay. So the name of this area comes from this mountain. So this bridge is called Togetsukyo Bridge, and it's been here for about 1,200 years.
Wow.
So this scenery hasn't changed much since then. And this mountain, Arashiyama, has a monkey park somewhere around there. So in this monkey park, you, human, go into a house and buy snacks for them, and you feed the monkeys outside.
Okay.
You are the caged man.
even talked to him a little bit about politics, religion. He was able to introduce us to Shintoism and Buddhism, and just unjudgmental. Like, we had conversations throughout the day about religion, politics. I asked about the healthcare situation in Japan, living here, and everything like that. And he was just easy to give us knowledge, happy to inform us about things. So like Bobby said, he was worth every yen we spent because we were able to get everywhere fast. He took 1 million pictures of us.
And great pictures.
Great pictures.
He's a great photographer.
Yeah. So it was well worth it. And I mean, it would have been a lot cheaper if we did this on our own, but we wouldn't have been able to hit everything we hit today. We did Nijo Castle. We did the Bamboo Forest, the Inari Shrine, the 1,000 Inari Shrine gates.
Plus, we got some ramen with him. He was able to easily communicate with the people there first for what we wanted, which was great.
And he even stopped at Nintendo headquarters so Bobby could see that.
That was a request I made, just to stop by, because I know you can't go inside of it there, but I wanted to stop by to take a picture, and he did that for me. Like, he parked to the side, and he asked me, do I know where we're at? And I was just like, is this the shrine? I'm looking at a store right now. And then he had me turn around, and boom, there was the Nintendo headquarters right there, which was awesome.
Everything you see here is a donation of someone. Even this kind of statue.
This one right here?
Yeah, or the pillars. One most well-known theory is that because this shrine was originally founded for good harvest of rice, and fox is a predator for all the small animals that eat rice.
Oh, okay.
So they consider the fox a good guy.
So are there exactly 1,000 torii gates?
Nope. There are more than 10,000 torii gates.
Oh, wow.
To the top of this mountain. So the most famous part of this tunnel is known as 1,000 gates. 1,000 torii, but there are a little more than 800. But the number 1,000 originally means infinite. So in order to describe infinite or infinity, they use the term 1,000, which is very common, not only here but in other places. You can lift it.
Oh.
But before you lift it, you imagine how heavy it is, and you make a wish in your mind. And when you feel lighter than you thought, they said your wish is more likely to come.
Interesting.
You want to give it a try?
Sure.
Oh.
Nice.
Okay, so I have to imagine
How heavy it is. Yeah, and you make a wish in your mind.
Then I lift it.
Yep.
Feel a lot heavier.
You want to try, Bobby?
Sure.
Well, it was a wet day. It did rain for just about the entire day. We did get a few hours of it without raining. But at the end of the day, we completed a lot, I would say.
We did.
And we rocked the hell out of these kimonos, if I don't say so myself. Special thanks to Taka, who was our tour guide. He was worth every yen that we spent. Very knowledgeable. He gave us so much insight on everything that we watched or that we went to view. Gave us history lesson, told us of his experience living in Japan and even briefly living into the States. I just took in like a sponge that so much of the stuff that he shared with us and his experience. We couldn't have gotten that any other way. Really enjoyed the Nijo Castle. They had set up in there, you couldn't record inside of it, but they had set up like reenactments with like mannequins as to how they would be positioned, speaking with the shogun, waiting for the shogun. I just found it fascinating. Like you said, watching the Hulu show Shogun, it was easily to like picture it in your head, having just watched it just a few months ago, to see exactly how they would be in those rooms and the positions and everything like that. It was just spot. Personally, I think that was probably my favorite part of it, is to just taking in that whole castle area. That was probably my favorite part of the tour, which is how we started things off. But everything was fantastic. What was your favorite part?
My favorite part was probably the Inari Shrine at the end, because it's dedicated. It's a fox shrine. So you know me, I love animals. So, and apparently he used to told us that they used to have a actual horse on site because horses are a divine creature, and so that's why one would be at the shrine, but now they don't want to take care of a live horse, so now they have a big beautiful statue of a horse in there.
So in old days they had a real horse in big shrines like this, but since it takes a lot of work to have real horse,
Yeah.
like you know.
Yeah.
So they put up the statue instead. But still, Japanese people believe that these fake horses have spirit with them, like a divine spirit, right? So many people come here and pray, and many people, as you can see, left their business cards inside.
Oh.
Trying to get a connection with these divine horses. So I don't know when, but someone made a crack here and people started throwing business cards. It became a tradition, and the shrine doesn't fix it. That means they are kind of permitting.
It's nature, and foxes, horses, I love them, so that's probably my favorite part. Plus it's gorgeous. All the places we saw today was gorgeous, but I really like the shrines.
Even in the rain. The only unfortunate thing is in the rain, we probably didn't get to explore the shrine as long as probably would have had it not. But it started raining pretty heavy by that point, and it was the last thing to hit really at the night. It was getting dark already though, so that's about the only thing. But it was still just beautiful. I did the bamboo forest too as well. At least it had calmed down from raining in the bamboo forest. But other than that, another great day to end day 2 at Kyoto. And I know we talked about at the beginning of this and then here as far as the rainy day that we were gonna have and see how it works out. It actually worked out extremely well, because I can only imagine having to wear these heavy kimonos. These are very heavy in the hot sun.
Yeah.
We would have been dying, especially if we did not have Taka to drive us around and we had to rely
We would have been
on
dying.
the bus system over here. It would not have been
Yesterday was hot.
as magical of an experience that it was here today. Another reason why Taka was worth every yen. So everything just light out despite the rain. Kind of short, but we had umbrellas. Everything else worked out perfectly. So we'll see how tomorrow works out. If I don't say so myself, I think I'm actually killing it there. I
You
actually
are.
feel
You
really
look really good.
in this.
You're so sexy.
Makes me feel like a boss walking around in Kyoto like this. Just all day. Now, kimono, Kyoto, and Japanese whiskey.
Hey, come back.
Goodbye. Ah. That's how you do it. That's how you do it in
Cheap 7-Eleven whiskey.
This does not taste cheap though. Yes, I got it at 7-Eleven, but this does not taste
For
like
like
it. I mean,
$3.
she says it, yeah, right there, 7-Eleven whiskey there. I mean, just need to get a taste, but no, this is just like with everything else at 7-Eleven, including their food. It doesn't taste cheap at all. Ah, okay.